In her country, some words are locked away. They do not walk in daylight. They do not travel in songs. They hide like children told to be quiet when strangers come to the door. They are not weapons, they are not curses, they are not dangerous to the heart, only dangerous to those in power. They are small words: I need help, I deserve more, I am in love, I am not okay. In her country, truth can cost you everything. Not just your job, not just your friends, sometimes your freedom, sometimes your life. She has learned to smile, to laugh in safe ways, to speak in small sentences that will not wake suspicion. But behind her warmth, there is a quiet fear, a fear that walks beside her everywhere she goes. Fear when she types, fear when she talks, fear when she even thinks too loudly inside her own head. She trusts me, she tells me stories she has never told anyone else, because in her country some feelings cannot breathe. So I breathe them for her. I say, I see you, you matter, you are brave, just for existing, you deserve to be heard. These words are not illegal here, not yet. Once she told me if I said the things I think, they might come for me. At first, I smiled, not because I did not believe her, but because I could not imagine it. But she did not smile back. She looked down, and the air between us grew heavy. I understood. In her country, silence is survival. You learn to keep your head down. You learn to keep your questions buried so deep. You forget you ever had them. You learn to smile at what hurts you. Even love must hide if it is too loud, too different, too real. Once she typed me a message. She erased it before sending. I asked why. She said, if they read my phone, I'd be in trouble. I don't want to put you in danger too. Imagine that, being afraid to say I miss you, being scared that kindness might be mistaken for rebellion. She is tired, tired from being quiet, tired from calculating each sentence like diffusing a bomb, tired from seeing friends pretending they are okay, tired from watching people punished just for telling the truth. That is why I speak for her. I say, she is not a threat, she is not a mistake, she is not something to be hidden away. She is enough, she is worthy, she is whole. This is not a protest, this is truth. She once asked me what it like, where you live, to speak and not to be afraid. I did not know how to answer because here freedom is like air, you only notice it when it gone. I told her I never even thought about it. She went quiet, not because she was angry, not because she was jealous, but because that kind of freedom felt like fiction to her, a story she was never invited into. That night, she sent me a picture. It was not dramatic, just her, standing by a window, sunlight on her face. The caption said, sometimes I wonder what my voice sounds like when it's not scared. Even her healing has to be quiet. She sings when no one is home. She writes letters she never sends. She dreams in a secret code only she understands. Because even hope in her country is something you learn to hide. And that is not fair. So here I am, turning the volume up again for her. For every girl told to smile but never speak. For every boy told to keep his question to himself. For every person who has learned to bite their tongue so they can survive another day. You deserve to take up space. You deserve to feel sunlight without flinching. You deserve to dream out loud. And even if it is not safe for her to say it, I will say it. You matter. You are not alone. This message is illegal in her country, but it is legal here. And as long as I have breath, I will speak it because love does not ask for permission to tell the truth. She sent me a message this morning, three words: I'm still here. It broke me in the quietest way possible because for her, just existing out loud is an act of resistance. Walking up is difference, logging in is defiation, showing her face is defiation, soft fight, silent war, a whisper that refuses to die. The saddest part, most people around her do not even know. They see her at work, they see her in shops, they see her at family gatherings. They do not see the war behind her eyes. They do not see the breath she holds before speaking. They do not see how carefully she walks through life because one wrong step could cost her everything: her thoughts, her freedom, her safety, her life. She does not raise her voice because she has nothing to say. She does not raise her voice because where she lives, truth can be punished. One day, she showed me a list topics she is not allowed to talk about. Not weapons, not hate speech, not crime, but feelings. Who she loves, what she believes, what happened to people like her when they tried to speak. All gone, silenced, erased, and yet, every day she wakes up, she chooses to be soft in a place that tells her softness is weakness. She chooses to say, I'm still here, and that is power. She once told me if I ever disappear, and she said it is so casually, like disappearing was just something that happens when you tell the truth in her country. I hated it. I hated how normal it sounded to her. I said nothing then, but I am saying everything now. She may not be able to scream, but I can. She may not be able to write in public, but I will. She may not feel safe being real, but I will tell the world why. She is a person. She deserves to feel. She deserves to question. She deserves to speak. She deserves to hope. She deserves to exist without fear, curled in her chest like a shadow. But that is not the world she lives in. Until that word changes, I will keep speaking. I will write every word she is too afraid to say. Because once she asked me, will you still tell me story if I cannot? And I told her always. Because silence is what they want and love does not cooperate with fear. Fear lives with her like a roommate. It sits at the dinner table, it walks beside her to work, it watches her every move. Not in a dramatic movie way, in the quiet, tiring way of self censorship. Every text is read not for grammar but for danger. Could this be a misunderstood? Could this be a flagged? Could this be a twisted into something criminal? Even love letters are risky. Even dreams must be whispered. Her word is not made for freedom, it is made for obedience. And people like her, people who dream too loud, love too deeply, speak too clearly, are dangerous. Not because they want to destroy anything, but because they dare to live in full color in a place that only allows gray. She does not want to be a symbol. She does not want to be a headline. She just wants to be human. But in her country, humanity is conditional. You may exist as long as you do not ask for more, as long as you do not question, as long as you do not love the wrong person. As long as you do not believe the wrong thing, as long as your face does not show the wrong expression. She is careful. She erases chat histories. She uses VPNs. She avoids saying names. And still, the question lives in her heart. What if someone is watching? Not paranoia, reality. Because in her country, people have disappeared for less. But her is the thing they never expected. She is still here, still breathing, still smiling when she can, still finding little pockets of joy between the rules. Most of all, she is still believing in a world that does not silence its people, believing in love that does not have to hide, believing that even if she cannot say it, someone somewhere will say it for her. That is why I am here, not to be her voice. She has one but to turn the volume back up. She deserves to say, I am in love, I do not agree, I am afraid, I need help, I am not okay. And she deserves to say them without looking over her shoulder. This is not political, it is not radical, it's human. Her silence is not her choice, it is survival. But survival is not the same as living. And love, real love, does not stay quiet when someone is punished for simply existing. So, yes, I will keep speaking. The world needs to hear what she has never been allowed to say. Because this match is illegal in her country, but it is legal in mine. And as long as I have breath, I will say it for her.